सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ओम श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। We'll see the sixth mantra. Page number 7. We had completed the fifth mantra. Sixth mantra. अथादित्य उदयन्ति उदयन्त्यत प्राचीं दिशं प्रविशति तेन प्राच्यान् प्राणान् रश्मिषु सन्निधत्ते यद्दक्षिणां यत्प्रतीचीं यदुदीचीं यदधो यदूर्ध्वं यदन्तरादिशः यत्सर्वं प्रकाशयति तेन सर्वान् प्राणान् रश्मिषु सन्निधत्ते। अथादित्यः उदयन्यत उदयन् यत् प्राचीं दिशं प्रविशति तेन प्राच्यान् प्राणान् रश्मिषु सन्निधत्ते यद् दक्षिणां यत् प्रतीचीं यदुदीचीं यद् अधः यद् ऊर्ध्वं यद् अन्तरा दिशः यत् सर्वं प्रकाशयति तेन सर्वान् प्राणान् रश्मिषु सन्निधत्ते। So yesterday, just we'll go for a quick recap. Yesterday, we saw that Prajapati created Rai and Praan, and the whole system, the whole Brahmanda is made up of these two things, that is the Rai and Praan. I hope you revised for a few moments and you must have tried to take out examples also of how everything is Rai and Praan. We'll discuss after the class if you have any problem. So when he created Rai and Praan, that means what? Everything was Rai and Praan, everything was Prajapati only. So now the 6th, 7th, 8th shloka, they mantra, they are going to tell us how Till now, Aditya vai Prana and Rai Reva Chandrama. So we saw how Rai is everything. That means the Prajapati is Rai. Now from 6th, 7th, 8th, it will be said Pran is Prajapati. Pran is everything. Rai was everything in 5th and 6th. Here it will be Pran also. Because why? The principle is the same, that because Prajapati himself created from himself. So therefore, what is happening? He only has become all these things. So it is not different from him. So Rai and Pran, I hope the concept is clear. They are concepts. They are not some gross things. They are complementing each other and they make something come. They make each other complete. So yesterday we saw many examples. Sukh and Dukh. Sukh also has Dukh in that. Dukh also has got Sukh in that. Day and night, both of them complement each other. Birth and death complement each other. All the relationships complement each other. Everything in this world is actually made up of Rai and Pran only. So, from one point of view, we are naming that thing as Rai. What is enjoyed, the gross thing, is called Rai. And what is enjoyer, that is called Pran. That is a subtle thing that is enjoying the enjoyed object. So the object, I mean gross thing, I'm not naming it as object because Sukh and Dukh, you can't call it object. So the enjoyed thing is called the Rai and the enjoyer is called the Pran. So this we had seen. So if, see, a man and a woman, even this is Rai and Pran. And if the man has got a woman in him and a woman has got a man in him, a man, if he does not have a woman in him, he won't be caring, he won't be loving, he won't have a family, he won't have emotions at all. It's not like that. And on the opposite side, if a woman does not have a man in him, she won't be able to take decisions. She won't be able to do something. I mean, take steps, or the daring she has got. All those things are the man in her. So both of them, I mean, man and woman, both complement and complete each other. So first Srishti was, if you remember, I had told you that there are 5 types of Srishtis. So the 5 types of Srishtis are what? The first one was the Mithun Srishti. Second one was the Lok Srishti. Third was the Kala Srishti. And we'll be seeing all this. Kala Srishti. Then Anna and then Praja. Okay, the first was, right, we have started from the Mithun Srishti. Mithun, Lok, Kal, Anna and Praja. So in this way, the Srishti will also be seen. So everything, if you see water and fire also, we feel we feel that the water and fire are opposite because we don't know this concept. If there is no fire, water won't be made. So fire and water both are required. Evaporates and it makes water. So water needs fire and fire needs water. Both of them complement each other and not contradictory. So fire creates water. When we run, when we are doing a lot of activities, so there is a fire in us, it will create the sweat in us. So when we are running, we'll create a sweat. So the fire is creating the water in us. So from deeper angle, water does not oppose the fire. Here anything is not opposing that point of view. This is for a seeker to understand. This is for a seeker, from a seeker's point of view, that here in this world, actually nothing is opposing anything. Everything is complementary to everything. We have to understand that point of view, that how that is complementary. See, many a times, very drastic sorrows or very bad sorrows come in our life. But actually, they will be giving some or the other joy also later on, that will be coming to know later on. At that point of time, we may not be very happy about that. But later on, we feel that good, it happened, because otherwise I wouldn't have had this joy. Okay, so and similarly, all the joys also have sorrows in that. So both of them, from which angle I am looking at it, it depends on myself. What point of view. So apparently, opposites are actually complementary to each other. They are complementary to each other. So Sukh is because of Dukh, Dukh is because of Sukh. All this is complementary. So whole world is what? Second point was whole world is what? World is Rai only. Everything is Rai. Why? Everything is Rai because the Prajapati has created, and both Rai and Pran both are created. Now we will see how Prajapati created Pran also, and Pran is also everything. So everything is Pran. So here we saw this yesterday. So everything is Prajapati. That means everything is Rai, means what? Everything is enjoyed by what? The enjoyment aspect is that Prajapati only. In everything, the enjoyment aspect is that Prajapati only. Everything has got an angular vision of enjoyment. Everything has that. Sukh vritti, everything has that. We have to find out. Even a stone has got. Everything has got. So enjoyed thing also enjoys. Enjoyed thing also enjoys you. You are enjoying the enjoyed, but the enjoyed also enjoys you. So Pran is Rai also, and Rai is Pran also. So don't forget that everything here has come out from what? Has come out from this Prajapati only, and the Prajapati only has become Rai and Pran. So let us go to the sixth mantra now. Sixth, seventh, and eighth is how sun is everything. Sun is what? Pran, and Pran is everything here. So how it vitalizes everything, how it energizes everything, that will be told now. So yatha atha aditya. Aditya Udayan. First, let us see the meaning of the mantra. So, yat atha Aditya Udayan. When the sun rises, Udayan, while rising, it is present continuous, Udayan, like Jivan, while living. So, Jivan is a Shatru Pratyay. Shatru Pratyay means what? Present continuous, while eating, Khadan, while playing, Khelan, Kridan, while sleeping, all those things like this Shatru Pratyay. So Udayan, while rising, Yatha Atha Aditya Udayan, Prachim Disham Pravishati, it enters the eastern direction. Prachim Disham Pravishati. Please correct it. I don't know if it is Pravishati in your book. In mine, it was not there. So Pravishati. Tena Praveshena. We have to make it. Tena what? Tena means Praveshena. By that Pravesh, by that entering. Prachyan. Prachyan means what? No, the eastern direction. The Pranan Rashmishu Sannidhatte. All the object Prachyan here means all the objects of the eastern direction. Prachyan means what? All the objects of that eastern direction, every object of eastern direction becomes what? Pranan Rashmishu Sannidhatte. It is as if it is engulfing, or it is enlightening the all the objects of the eastern direction. So all the objects becomes throbbing with prana. This is the meaning here. All the objects of the eastern directions are with prana now. Sannidhatte means it keeps. It keeps. So object in its rays, pranan rashmishu sannidhatte. It keeps the objects in its rashmishu, in its rays. The word to word meaning is like that. Okay, so rashmishu in its rays, sannidhatte, it keeps. Sannidhatte means it keeps. Yad dakshinam, yad pratichim. So you have to add now here, after dakshinam. Dakshinam means what? Dakshina Disha, the south, southern direction. Yad Dakshinam Disham Pravishati, the same from the top, you have to add there. Yad Dakshinam Disham Pravishati, Tena Dakshinyan Pranan Rashmishu Sannidhat. You have to add after every direction, you have to add the above phrase to complete that sentence. Is it okay? Dakshinan disham pravishanti tena dakshinyan pranan rashmishu sannidhatte. Similarly, yat pratichim. Pratichim means what? Western. So when it enters the western direction, again, disham pravishati tena pratichin pranan rashmishu sannidhatte. Likewise, it will go. Yat udichin uttar. Uttar disha means north. So here again you have to add yat udicim disham pravishati tena udicyam pranan rashmishu sannidhatte. Yad adhaha yad urdhvam yad antara. Adhaha means down. Yad urdhvam means top. Yad antaradisha. Antaradisha means the middle ones. Northeast, southwest, all those. Okay. Dishaha yad sarvam prakashayati. Tena sarvan pranan rashmishu sannidhate. It holds all the objects of all the directions, even in the middle, whatever objects. Meaning what? It is illuminating all of them. Meaning what? It is the pran is given by that only. Illumination is superficial, but here we will go deeper and say that it is the existence is also due to that. It is throbbing due to that. It is the pran has been given by the sun only. Okay, the Aditya, the sun, by its rays, it is holding all the objects of all the directions. By the rays, when it enters the southern directions, all the objects of the southern directions, as if they are, it is keeping in itself. Who? The sun. As if the sun is keeping in itself all the objects of the southern direction. Southern direction, western direction, northern direction, middle ones, up, down, everywhere. So it is like this. I hope the meaning is clear. Any doubt? Is it clear? Okay. So now let us go to the mantra 6. Tatha amurtah api pranah atta sarvamev yacha adyam katham. Okay, tatha amurta. We see here, let us start from katham, the first line of the 5th month, of the 5th bhashyam on the 7th page. So katham, how is it? How come? How come you are saying that this Rai and Anna, Rai is Anna and Som is also Prajapati, all these things. How are you saying? Because we are having Bhed. So Guna Pradhana Kruto Bhedaha. From the point of view of some characteristic, we name it as Rai and we name it as Praan, but they are actually that Prajapati only. How? Ravirva Annam Va Etat Sarvam. Kim Tat, what's that? Everything here is Rai only. What's that? Yeah, Murtam cha Sthulam. Whatever is Murta, what cha Amurtam cha Sukshmam. And whatever is Murtam is Sthul, gross. I can see it is with form. Whatever is Amurta is subtle. It is not without the form. That means the thoughts and all those things. So, cha murta murte atra anna rupe rai reva. Both of them enjoyed, even if you name it enjoyed or if you name it enjoyer, both are rai only. Because both of them interchange. Sometimes rai becomes pran, sometimes pran becomes rai. Sometimes the enjoyed becomes enjoyer, sometimes enjoyer becomes enjoyed. Tasmat. Tasmat, what I had asked you to write here, yasmat. Yasmat amurta prana iti, because the prana is amurta, it is not seen, because it is subtle, because yasmat amurta prana iti, tasmat vibhaktad amurtad anyat murta rupa murti saiva. Therefore, having separated the subtle one, what is remaining? The murta is only remaining. So murta rupa is rai. Sa eva rai amurtena adyamanatvat. So because it is eaten by the amurta, so it is murta. When it becomes again murta, the murta will be eaten by the amurta. Amurta will be eaten by the murta. It changes like that. So now tatha, now it is connected. It is saying tatha amurto api pranaha. When the prana is amurta, amurta means what? It is not, we are not able to see it, perceive it, the prana. Amurto atta sarvameva. It is eating everything, sarvameva. Yacha sa adyam katham. So how do you say that this is separate from that atra, separate from that annam? How do you say it is different than that annam? Because separate from that is everything is bhokta, bhogi only. Now, if prana has become amurta, prana has become the bhokta. Apart from that, everything becomes what? Becomes the bhog, because it is eating. So one is bhokta, the prana is bhokta, so this has become bhog. Everything will be bhog. So this difference, how is it katham? This is the connecting line. Now it is saying yat atha adityah. Now he is taking the example. I mean, Shruti is taking the example of sun. The sun is the biggest eater. That is why biggest bhokta, because sun is taking everything. Yesterday we saw sun uh, is burning everything. Sun is taking everything. Sun can dry up everything. So sun is representative of that fire, the big fireball element, that sun. So here the Shruti has taken the sun as the biggest atta. Atta means the eater. So atha aditya udayan. So by the rising sun, udayan, udagachan. He is explaining the meaning of that word. We have to keep one attention on the moolam and another attention on the bhashya. So he is saying Udayan, as the rising sun, when it arises, what happens? Udgachan. Udgachan means getting up. Getting up. Udgachan. Ut means whatever comes up. So Udgachan, when he gets up to go, Praninam Chakshuhu Gocharam Agachan. Sun is, what does that mean? That means the pranis, the people, the jivas, they can see the sun in front of them. This is called sun rising. Sometimes I feel Bhagwan Bhashikar tries to tries to explain us such small things. So he is explaining the rising of the sun here. So what is rising of the sun? When the pranis are able to see the objects and see the sun in front of them. Chakshu Gochara Marga Chakshur Gocharam Agachan Yat Prachim Disham. When the sun is seen in the east, so by the rays, by which it enters the eastern direction, Disham, Prachim Disham, Prakashena Pravishati. Through the rays, it is entering. The sun does not go anywhere. Sun is sending the rays. So yena swaprakashena means yena prakashena. What is it doing? Pravishati. Pravishati means what? Dash. Put a dash there. Pravishati means vyapnoti, pervades. It pervades all the objects of the eastern direction. After that, there is a full stop. It is not required. So you can just cancel it. Vyapnoti tena swatma vyaptya. By the prakash of that, by the prakash, by the by the pervading of that, of it says swatma vyaptya, by its own pervading. What is happening? Sarvan tat sthanan प्राणान प्राच्यान अन्नभूतान रश्मिषु स्वात्म avabhasa रूपेषु. It is illuminating all the objects. Sarvan tat sthanan. Sarvas tat sthan pranan prachyan. So all the objects of eastern direction. All the objects which are at the place of enjoyed. Okay, we have to take our attention to the enjoyed aspect also, not only the rising of the sun. So what are the objects? Here the sun is the Praan, and all the objects of the eastern direction have become the Rai. So the Rai, so all the objects there of the eastern direction. And what happens? Pranan Pratsyan Anna Bhutan Rashmishu. It has become Anna Bhut. Why? Because it is being enjoyed. So it has become Anna Bhut. Through what? Rashmishu. Rashmishu means in its own rays, in the rays of the sun. Swatma Avabhasa Rupeshu, which is of its own form. The rays are not different from the sun. So the sun, the rays have been defined by Bhagwan Bhashikar as which is of its own form. Swatma Avbhasa Rupeshu, Vyapi Matsu, which is pervading everywhere. Vyapi Matsu, which is pervading everywhere. Vyaptatvat Praninaha Sannidhatte Sanniveshati. So here Aditya we have to add because Aditya is the subject. Aditya Sarv Aditya Vyaptatvat Pranina Sannidhatte. Sannidhatte means Sanniveshayati. It is entering all the objects. It is covering all the objects. It is pervading all the objects. Who? That Aditya. Through what? Through its rays. Through all the rays, it is pervading. I hope till here it is clear, till the comma. All the objects is being pervaded by the sun's rays. All the objects of the eastern direction have now become Annabhut. And this is the prana. Then what happens? Atma Bhutan Karoti Ityartha. As if the sun is making its own form there. As if the sun is making all those objects its own. As if the sun is making all the objects is its own by pervading it. That means what? By Atma Bhutan means what? It gives awareness. It is giving awareness to the people around that yes, all these objects are there, the eastern direction. Once the sun rises, through its Rashmi, through its rays, as if it is making everything its own. Its own meaning what? That people are aware now, awake now, aware now, awake now. This is the prana aspect. Prana aspect of what? This is the prana aspect of the sun? No, prana aspect of the Prajapati. This is the prana aspect of the Prajapati. Okay, that everything. So purpose here to tell us that everything is pran only. See, we should not digress from the purpose. The purpose here is what? Tell everything is pran. Purpose is what? To see the Lord, to see Bhagwan in everything. Okay, so through these examples, through the example of sun, he is saying that to the eastern direction, he is making everything as his own. Atma Bhutan Karoti Ityarthaha. So everything revolves around what? Everything is revolving around the energy given by the sun. You know, there are places where there is 6 months of light in a day and 6 months of night. Alaska, Norway, Antarctica, all those northern pole, southern pole. So there, many people go into depression because of the lack of sun. There are many other places also, even in Leh, Ladakh, where our soldiers are stationed there for so many months, they stay there. There also, because the sun is very weak there, the army does not keep our soldiers for a long time there. For a period of time, they are posted there and then they are shifted from there. My own uncle was there for some time. He used to tell me all the stories about all those places there. So it is because of the sun we get energy. We are not feeling that because some things are parichayat avagya, it is said in Sanskrit. So because it is available too easily for us, so we don't realize the importance. But we should go and ask them what is the importance of sun. So the sun here represents the Pran Shakti that is giving, that is energizing the whole, all the directions. So here first eastern direction has been taken. The sun here is not praised by the light, remember. sun on in other texts, in other Upanishads, in other stotras. The sun is an illuminating body. It is also acknowledged as knowledge that removes darkness and all that. Here it is taken as its swaroop. What is its swaroop? Its swaroop is that pure consciousness. Its swaroop is what? It is that pran that is giving pran, that is enliving pran in everything. So wherever, when it rises, it is illuminating all the objects of that direction through its rays as if it is making it its own. Meaning what? As if it is giving the prana shakti, as if it is giving the consciousness to everything, energy to everything. So here, what is that? The aham of that Prajapati is in the aham of that sun also. This is a crucial thing here. Aham of that Prajapati is not different than the aham of the sun. And the aham of the sun is not different than aham of all the objects. So here that aham, that the sun is called Sarvatma. Like Prajapati was called Sarvatma, here everything is also sun. Because the sun is representing the biggest form of that prana. I hope this is clear. So Atma of Prajapati is that Atma of sun only. So who is illuminating the sun? Bhagwan only. Which shloka is coming in my mind? Tell me. How do I know which shloka is coming? In chapter 10, I think, see the number, I don't remember. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayo. That Bhagwan is saying prabhasmi shashi suryayo. 10th chapter. You won't be able to tell because I have muted you all. Hmm, hmm. Where is it? Hmm. Yes. It is not in 10th, it is in 7th shlok, 7th chapter. 7th chapter, 8th shlok. I knew something was garbad. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryoho pranava sarva vedeshu shabdakhe paurusham nishu. Okay. So Bhagavan is saying, I am the one who is enliving everything here. If you can see the coolness in the moon, that too is mine or me. Here our sadhana should be to change our vision, to see the to see that Bhagwan only everywhere. Whatever is coming to us, bhog or bhokta, both of them are he only. This is a subtle vision. And we have to slowly develop this vision that nothing is apart from him. Okay, in Aditya Hridaya Stotram also there is one portion, I am not remembering the shlok right now, but everything is me only. Everything is Surya only. Everything is Aditya only. Okay, so when you have seen something bad, look at the sun and that thought will go away. Because the sun has got that burning capacity, burning power. When I don't know if you all do this, but when we go to the cremation ground and we come back home, there's a little bit of Agni outside, and then we put our hand on that Agni and then we enter the house. It is used to be done. Then our woolens and all. How to purify the woolens? We put it in the sun. Then books also. We can't wash the books. We have to put the books once in a year. That was a task given to us, me and my sister at home. Put all the books, the whole library we had to empty, and in the evening, then again we have to bring it down and then arrange the cupboards like that. So we put it in the sun. Then if a dog touches any utensil by its mouth, and that utensil is important, suppose it is a silver plate, suppose it is a golden plate, then we just can't throw it away. So we have to put it in the Agni and purify it. So Agni, like that also, I mean, it has been, the importance has been given to us, and we see the importance so many times. So everything here from the point of view of this Upanishad, everything is that Prajapati only. Prajapati is not different than the Ishwar. Remember, we are seeing it from the Hiranyagarbha, but that Hiranyagarbha is not different from that Ishwar. Okay. So here it is said that everything is that Prajapati only. So let us go ahead. Karoti ityartha. Tathaiva yat pravishati dakshinam yat pratichim. Tathaiva, in the same way. In the same way, it will apply to all the directions. When it goes to the pravishati dakshinam. Dakshinam means in the southern direction. The southern yat pratichim, when it goes to the western direction. Yat udichim. Udichim means northern direction. When it goes to the northern direction. Uttar disha. Adha. Adha means when it goes down. Ata urdhvam, when it goes up. Say, I told you there is an app, Star Gaze or something like that, Sky Star, something Star Sky. There's one app in the mobile. So I play with it a lot of times. Then in the night, I want to see where is the sun. Sometimes it is under my bed. It's like that. If you open it, the whole sky will be shown in your small screen on the mobile screen. So if you want to see where is the Saturn right now, so you have to find it out in the mobile only. Just lie down on your bed. You can see, okay, at that portion in the northern side, the Saturn is right there. And it is dark outside. So I want to find out the sun. Where is it? So I try to find out the sun and I see like that, and down below, I can see it below my bed. The sun is right down. And the moon is right on the top. The moon is there and the sun is down. In the morning, it will be on the top and this will be down. So sky, sometimes you should use all these apps and all, because technology will help you sometimes to find some amusing things. So it's like that. So when the sun is up or when the sun is down, Adaha, Urdhvam, Yat Pravishati, wherever it is going, meaning is what? Through its rashmis, through its rays, it is enlivening every object that is coming in its direction. That's all. And enlivening means what? The prana shakti. Enlivening means what? The prana shakti is not its own. That aham is of the pure conscious, the Ishwar only. That means the pure consciousness is being reflected in everything through that sun. So the biggest atta, the biggest eater is here, this sun only, that has been said. Yacha antara dishaha, intermediary directions. Antara disha means the kona dishaha, in between, kon. So intermediary directions also, everything is what dishaha. Yacha anyat sarvam, up and down, wherever, in between also, or in between also, wherever you see, prakashayati, wherever the prakash is there, wherever it is pervading, tena swaprakasha vyaptya, then it is pervading by its own light. Who? That sun. That sun is only pervading by its own light. See, when we go to the space, you see the space as dark, isn't it? The whole space is dark. But the objects, if it comes in the path of that light or the rays, then it starts the shining. Otherwise, the whole space is dark only. So the light is present there because the sun is showing the sun's rays are going on that side. But we are not able to see because the objects are not there. The moment the objects come on that path, it starts shining, the objects starts shining. So here that's what is said, that it is illuminating all the objects that comes on its way. And swaprakasha vyaptya sarvan sarvadik sthanan pranan rashmishu sannidhate. All the objects are illuminated by whom? By the sun only, by keeping in its rays. Beautiful. By keeping pranan rashmishu sannidhate, everything is full of energy because of the sun only. Everything it is keeping as if the objects are being kept by the sun only in its rays. Beautifully designed statements. So here again, all the objects are, whatever objects are being illuminated by the sun, they are kept by the sun, meaning that means it is the prana is being given by the sun only. And the sun is what? We have to take our vision again back to that one only. That one thing is only giving, enlightening everything here. Okay. Now this was our sixth. Now let us go to the seventh mantra. I'll read that out. Sa Esha, page number 8. Sa Esha, Saha Esha, Vaishvanarah, Vishwarupah, Prano Agni Rudayate. Tad etat, tad etat, tad etat, richa abhyuktam, richa. Te tad etat, richa abhyuktam. Again, Saha Esha Vaishvanarah Vishwarupah Prano Agniruddhayate Tad Etad Richa Abhyuktam. Saha means what? Now let us see the meaning. Saha means what? Saha means that Surya only, because pronoun, the noun is followed by a pronoun always. That Surya, Sa Esha, Vaishvanarah, self of all the beings. We'll see what is Vaishvanarah. Then Vishwarupaha, self of all the things. Self of all the beings, the sentient. And Vishwarupaha, self of all the beings, the inert. Pranaha Agni Rudayate, so life of all. Pranaha Agni Rudayate. Okay. Tad etad richa abhyuktam. This has been also said by the mantra. Richa means Rig Veda Utta mantra. You remember this Upanishad belongs to Brahman portion, isn't it? So it is saying that even the Richa means the mantra portion. The mantra portion of the Upanishad also says this. We'll see now. Sa Esha Atta. Sa Esha means that this. Who is that this? That sun is this enjoyer. Eshaha sa eshaha atta pranaha vaishvanaraha. That sun only is the pranaha. That sun only is the enjoyer. Pranaha means what? His names are given now. 3 names are given. Vaishvanaraha. Now please come to Anand Giriji. Anand Giriji bottom. Nara jiva vishvecha te narascha. Did you get this? Naraha, jivaha, vishvecha te narascha. All the jivas of vishvecha te narascha. This is called Vaishvanaraha. Vishwanaraha. He is explaining the word Vaishwanar. So Vishwa means all. And Naraha means jiv. So of which it is of the nature of all the jivas. It is of the nature of all the jivas. All the jivas collected makes Vaishwanara. Sa eva Vaishwanara, which is the Atma of all the jivas. Sarva jivatmaka ityartha. So Vishwarupaha Sarva prapanchatmaka iti bheda. It is of the nature of prapanch. Vishwarupaha Sarva prapanchatmaka bheda. It is of the roop of all the prapanch. The prapanch that is seen. It is of the roop of that prapanch. So sun is not just now I told you, sun is not praised here. By what? By the light, by the prakash, by illumination power. It is not praised by this. By what? By the word sarvatma. It is saying that it is the sarvatma of all. It is what? It is the sarvatma of all. One consciousness, pure consciousness. It is representing, that is going through all the jivas. Jivas means what? Living beings. Okay, so Vishwarupa here means Sarva Prapanchatmaka iti bhedaha uktam vasveti. So Vishwani Rupani Yasya. This is called Vishwarupa. Vishwani Rupani Yasya. In all the inanimate things also, which is of the nature of all forms, things also. Okay, so Sarvatma Vishwarupaha. So Vishwani Rupani Yasya Vishwarupaha. See, let us go on top again. On the Bhashyam, Sarvatma Vishwarupaha Vishwatmatvacha. So here, Vishwarupaha means what? All the Praan, the self of all the inert things. And Vaishwanara means what? Self of all the jivas, the sentient things. I hope this is clear. So, which is of nature of all the forms, Sarvatma, Vishwarupa, Vishwatmatvacha, Pranaha Agnischa Saha. So, because of Prana and because of heat, both. So, because of Prana and because of heat, both. So, he is the fire principle. Who? The sun. The sun is the fire principle. Because of heat, life is there. Pranaha Agnischa Saha Eva Atta Udayate Udagachati Pratyaham. So because of that heat, the life is there. So he is the life principle. When Agni is on the top, it is called Divistha Agni. Again, when the Agni is on the top, it is called Divistha Agni. When the Agni is on the earth, the Bhuvi, it is called Bhuvistha Agni. Again, when the same Agni, here the fire principle is being mentioned. So when that Agni is on the top, it is called Divistha Agni. When that is on the earth, on the Bhuvi, Bhuhu, it is called Bhuvistha Agni. So biggest ball of Agni is what? This Divistha, this sun only. Divistha in the top, which is on the top. So here sun is used as a purifier and the giving of energy and prana also and life also. Prano Agnishcha Saha Eva Attaha Udayate. So he is only Atta here. Atta. Atta is not Tatta. Tata. Tata Pati? No, it's not like that. It is Atta here. So Udgachati Pratyaham. In Tamil, I think they call grandfather, grandmother as Tata and Pati, which is not that. So it is Atta Udayate Udgach. Udayate means what? Udayate means Udgachati. Every day it rises. When Pratyaham means every day. Pratyaham, every day. Sarvaha Desha Atmasat Kurvan. Sarvaha Disha. Disha is what? Shakarant striling. Shakarant. Dik Disha Disha. Dik Disha Disha. It goes like that. Disham Disha Disha. So it is Disha. So Prathama Bahuvachan. Sarvaha Disha. Atmasat Kurvan. Making it its own. Atmasat Kurvan. By making it its own. It is making all the Disha its own. All the directions its own. How? Through its rays. How? From its rays? Because it is the pran of all the whole cosmos, because it is the pure consciousness, that is the self of all. Tad etat uktam vastu richa mantrenapi abhyuktam. This particular idea is said by the Rigved mantra also. By the Rigved mantra also, this idea has been told. because we have seen that Brahman Bhag it explains the Mantra Bhag. So here that is why this is saying that this has been also told by the Mantra Bhag. Okay. So this is our seventh shlok, seventh mantra. So we have to try to find out how a this will be a sadhan for all of us. We see the same things every day, but we don't realize it with the eyes of the scriptures. When the experience of the scriptures, then we start living like the scriptures have told us to do. Till then, we are living as jivas under the rule of Maya. So the difference, the gap has to be vanished and the gap has to be taken away, because till the gap is maintained, we will again continue to have these experiences which are not actually my experiences. I don't want those experiences. So here, the whole Srishti, have we ever tried to find out that the whole Srishti is made up of these two elements, the Rai and Pran? And have we ever thought that everything here is complementary? Though we must be having our experiences of joys and sorrows, but still, never it happens that any challenge comes and I feel that good, oh wow, this is the Rai aspect. I've never thought that I can enjoy that challenge also, but I go in a flow and I become very helpless, deen and heen, and I want somebody to help me out of that challenge. I don't want challenges. Similarly, these things, the many other things also, like we took all the examples. Till the Shastra tells us, till the Shastra opens our eyes, these things don't click that yes, some things are complementary to each other, but it is apparently appearing as they are separate things. So when we continuously think about all those things, about our joys also, about our sorrows also, about a person also, about our relationships also, we will try to take our mind, we will try to uplift our mind to that one throbbing, sentient, Chetan, that is enliving the whole cosmos. From that only everything has come. And that is our tapasya. Continuously staying at and establishing the mind at one thought, at one single platform, that is called tapasya. Tapasya, otherwise, we do at the physical level more, like we are doing fasting, we are doing Paraan, even doing jap, puja, etc. Our mind is going here and there. How much can we concentrate on one single thought for how long? That is our tapasya actually. It is good that we are doing our physical tapasya also, our physical vrat and everything also. But it should culminate into stability of my mind more. It should culminate into establishing my mind in that one knowledge that is going through, that is pulsating through the whole cosmos. Can I keep on seeing that? That should be my question. And the more I try to establish myself there, the more difficult it becomes, because I can see that my mind is not tuned to that. It takes time. And everything here is everything is here is moving in such a fast pace that I take time to even slow down right now. Everything is moving. So here, for concentrating my mind on a particular topic for a particular subject also, it takes at least an hour. After that, my mind again goes here and there. I can concentrate only for, I think, 25 to 30 minutes, maximum 45 minutes. That is the capacity we all have. And that is why our classes are designed like that. A school period is only for 45 minutes because the concentration level, the concentration is only till then. After that, even our children, they have lesser than that. I mean, this present generation, Gen Z, that is lesser than that. So that is why here it is said that continuously we have to, whatever we see, it is helping us. Whatever we see Aditya every day. We see the Chandrama every day. At least we realize that it is there. But how many times we realize that there is other aspect to see like that also? That it is the enjoyer, the biggest enjoyer. That self only, when I become an enjoyer, actually it is the sun only that is enjoying through me. Who is the sun? The sun is that self only. The self cannot be many. So the self in that sun is the self in me. So what do? I am offering everything to that self only. I'm offering everything to that Lord only. The enjoyership is also offered. Slowly, can you see the tinge of bhakti also there? The Gyan and Bhakti Marg are not two. The Bhakti will culminate into Gyan, and if Gyan is without Bhakti, it becomes very insipid. And Gyan and Bhakti without Gyan will become a fanaticism. So both have to be combined in our sadhana, and then we can have a very proper, balanced personality as a seeker in us. Otherwise, again, our mind will go here and there. It becomes difficult. Many sadhaks I've seen, many Vedantis I've seen, they'll ask me, you do Upasana also? When will you rise above Upasana? I said, never, never the thought of that also. It will be a part of me till the end. So we cannot leave that great. Our Gurudevs, he established so many temples. Wasn't he a Jnani? What was the requirement? He had always his japmala in his hand. So it's not like that. The vision has to be proper. The vision has to be that though I am studying this, I should see that the one self that is going through all, that is pervading through all. Gita says the same thing, Upanishad, Bhagavad, pick any scripture, it will say the same thing ultimately. The essence is the same. So here we complete the 6th and 7th. Please try to think about it. Try to think from the angle of Rai and Praan, and try to establish this thought in our mind that everything here is that Prajapati only. And if the Prajapati is nothing but that pure consciousness only. This will be our homework for today. Okay, so we'll finish here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.